Please don't touch Kate. Due to their exploitation of Diana, William publicly humiliated Harry and Meghan. How could the Prince of Wales be so incensed by this transparent attempt to profit from Diana's fame and oblivion? Not to mention the slur against Kate's supposed formality. Harry's most heartbreaking remarks were directed at his own family in his one-sided Netflix rant. Please accept my heartfelt greetings and thank you for visiting the official YouTube channel for news about UK royal news trends. The most heartbreaking part of Prince Harry's tirade against the royal family yesterday was undoubtedly the bitter and wretched words he hurled at them, using the same cold disdain he claims the royals have for him. He said about destroying their reputations, from his father's image being airbrushed to Kate's icy demeanor. The times when he used his mom's memory to justify his own behavior were the most illuminating examples of this show of self-interest. He said that his wife, Meghan, and Princess Diana were so similar, and that, like his mother, his wife had been harassed by the paparazzi. Seeing the same mistakes made over and over again was that kept him up at night. And just in case that wasn't clear, let me elaborate. It's unclear how Prince William will react to this transparent attempt to profit off of Diana's legacy. Sadly, the days when the royal family's close bond of affection served as a reassuring factor have passed. The days when Harry exemplified a modern prince in every way, charismatic, courageous, and self-aware, are gone too. The 3-hour episodes that were made available on Netflix contained almost no comic relief. Instead, we were given an unsettling account of their courtship and biased rant about how they were portrayed by the press and the monarchy. There was not a single mention of the late Princess of Wales that did not make an appearance. In the pilot, Diana talks about her 2 sons while watching footage of a young William and Harry playing the piano with their parents. Harry can help but notice the striking resemblance to his mother. When taking pictures together, William sits back and smiles while Harry climbs all over Diana and nearly smothers her. This suggests that Harry has always steered Diana's attention away from William in favor of himself, and that William has always allowed this to happen. It's heartbreaking to see them in light of the current state of affairs. The fact that Diana never tried to favor one son over another, even in the depths of her despair over her marriage to Prince Charles, was one of her most attractive qualities, and it's a shame he doesn't remember it. When she noticed that everyone in the royal family was focusing on William, the future king, she made sure to include Harry too. The late Queen Mother received a reprimand from the princess on one occasion because she preferred her eldest grandson, William, to be present at the family gatherings. When Harry's mother passed away in 1997, he was only 12 years old, and he claims he was left to cope with his grief on his own. However, this assumption of indifference on the part of family members, especially in those early months, couldn't be further from the truth. Harry was very fortunate to have the support of his aunts, Diana's sisters, who attended many of his sporting events at Ludgrove, his boarding school in Berkshire. Even after her death, Diana made sure the prince got the gift she had picked out for his 13th birthday. Tiggy Legburke, the royal nanny, was also there for him throughout his school years, providing a reassuring presence. Meanwhile, Prince Charles, worried about his son's isolation, made sure that one of his communications team's members, a mother herself, spent as much time as possible with Prince Harry. Also, how does Harry show appreciation for his dad's worry? As a new dad, he explains to the audience, he is determined to avoid making the same mistakes they did. Harry's bizarre claim that he had a second family to raise him, if it doesn't already, is sure to sting the king. Harry is stuck trying to figure out who belongs to this second family. Is it the pals he claims to have made as a teenager on trips to Lesotho in southern Africa? Or, as he puts it later, the soldiers he served alongside for a decade. As long as these complaints continue to echo, it doesn't matter. The theme here is a lack of care and direction. While Prince Charles may feel some pain, Prince William has every right to feel resentful of how he, and more importantly, Kate, are treated. Numerous times throughout the film, it seems as though Harry is aiming some sort of disdain at his sibling. When reports of his romance with Meghan first surfaced in 2016, he claimed he wanted to fight back against the scrutiny she was receiving. There's no denying that this is a dig at Kate Middleton, who was subjected to far more intrusive paparazzi coverage than Meghan. It's common knowledge that the Fab Four couples are no longer together. From what Meghan has said, it sounds like they're never quite clicked. Is this the coldness that got one of the women blamed for the other one crying? Harry can't help but slip in a subtle complaint, even when he says the royals were incredibly impressed after meeting Meghan for the first time. Harry's extraordinary lack of self-awareness stands out, especially given his status as the former crown jewel of the British royal family. He complains nonstop about the media's obsession with the couple, but he doesn't have the emotional depth to realize that his own life is incredibly privileged. It's understandable if he starts to doubt his royal destiny after witnessing Meghan's disgraceful demonstration of the courtesy she made to the Queen on their first meeting. Meghan, in general, does not value the traditions of other people. Having a monarchy is a big part of British culture, so the answer is yes. As someone who presents themselves as an anti-racist, Meghan's failure to learn about or respect her husband's culture and family traditions is deeply embarrassing. Racism of the worst kind is on display in her mockery of our culture because it wouldn't conform to her needs. It's been difficult for Harry to deal with his problems. He constantly brings up Diana and makes comparisons between her and Meghan, as if he married his mother. Actually, it's pretty strange. I think Meghan were up to no good. I believe Meghan decided to leave because she was unable to accept the fact that she could not insist on getting her way. We celebrated when Harry finally found someone to settle down with, but he soon became distant from the fans who had always loved him. They had already begun to lose favor with the public prior to that point. Everyone got shift-faced by them. They play no role as victims and play every role as villains. It has always been a part of William's life to accept the fact that he will one day be king. He had similar upbringing to Harry, but he overcame adversity to become a responsible adult and devoted family member. Although he feels a deep sense of hurt by Harry's very low character flaw, he cannot stoop to Harry's level. He needs to hire lawyers and sue the couple and Netflix for as much as possible, but he can't act like a tabloid. Willie will be completely devastated. However, when serving their country in Great Britain and the Commonwealth, they will put their emotions aside and think of others before themselves. We should stand behind Catherine and William. Is that so? Would you agree with me? If so, please click like and spread the word to your loved ones who might also enjoy it. If not, tell me why and let's discuss the nature of our connection. Please subscribe to our team's UK Royal News Trends News YouTube channel for further updates. Now, I'd like to thank you for watching and say goodnight until tomorrow.